we have nitrous. If the burn barrel needs nitrous, we'll give it nitrous. But the nitrous is mainly for my truck. Because the intentions of tonight, get the burn barrel running, have some fun with it, and then hop in the truck and do a bunch of donuts in this slot while the burn barrel's running. So I turned up the fuel all the way on my truck, and we'll add nitrous and maybe blow up the truck along with it. So hopefully it gets pretty interesting tonight. Building up some nice coals now. I have this bucket of waste oil. I'm going to try to dump it through the top and just douse everything with waste oil. But we need the coals really hot so they survive all that cold oil getting thrown on them. But once we get things really hot, that waste oil should add a ton of energy to the system. So I'm excited to see how that behaves.
I'm just gonna scoop and dump.
Oh, I did a bad job of that already. Oh, I made such a mess with that oil. All right, more fire the better, right? Even if it's on the outside. Now let's load the rest of the wood through the top and then add the oil last, and I'll seal off the top, and then it'll be go time. All right, we're putting the oil in water bottles now because that seems like a much better idea than trying to pour it through the top like earlier. Oh, no way!
Yo, guys!
It blew a turbo! It blew up a turbo! No! Ah! No, we barely got any run time with it. Oh, you hear that turbo just grinding in there. It was running. It was running for 5 seconds. Ah. Ah, that turbo sounds bad. How hot did it get over here? Still glowing. Ah, we got so close. Whatever, let's just see how hot we can get it just with that.
There.
It was going off on its own.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, I'm so hooked. I'm ready to get those big turbos on and like figure out a new system that makes them more reliable.
Yeah.
We're cheating really hard right now, but that's how it's supposed to look. Oh, we're so close. That turbo's just getting tore up. Look at the oil drum. Look how hot the oil is going back into the oil drum on that return line. It's smoking.
Hunter, I think you got some company here.
Got some friends here now. Say hi to these guys.
What you doing?
Having fun. Trying to.
Trying to have fun?
Prototype.
Okay, well that's causing real noxious like smoke all over the west side of the county now. Parked in a parking lot and I couldn't breathe almost.
Down that way? Okay.
This is for fun. This isn't for business.
It's for a YouTube video, so if you want to stretch it that way.
So okay.
We're done now. I mean, we ran out of fuel,
I
but
understand the YouTube geek part, but I'm going to shut you down, man. This is affecting the health of people
okay.
in the city.
Alrighty, yeah, we can
So,
end things tonight. I thought it would burn a lot cleaner than it did, but it really was a smoke maker.
that's
For
not
sure.
that is not clean, man. That's a dirty burn.
Oh yeah.
What are you doing? What's going on here? Give me the Reader's Digest version.
So it has a compound turbo set up off a truck,
Okay.
and so basically you harness all the energy. That barrel was full of firewood,
Okay.
and the wood burns, creates smoke and heat, and that funnels through the turbos,
Right.
spins the turbine wheels, which then turns the compressor wheels, which shoves more fresh air into the system, making things burn hotter and hotter,
All right.
and the whole system.
So you just
Just,
over and over
it
and
just
over.
makes a bunch of smoke and noise and heat. That's all it's good for, but we blew a
Can you not
turbo.
do that in the middle of the city?
Yeah, I can agree to that.
All right.
I think that's
Blew
a
a
fair
turbo?
ask. Blew a turbo, so
How fast you get it to go, you know?
it really only ran for like 5 or 10 seconds on its own. Beyond that, it was just us pumping air in from the outside.
Hey, you
So
need a
it's-
better setup than that, man. Ain't no-
I know.
5 or 10 seconds ain't nothing for a turbo, dude.
I know. I had a good oiling system going too, but I guess it just wasn't ready for what we were asking of it. But
Well, do me a favor, stop the smoke.
okay, it's
Anything,
any-
I don't.
as far as like, can it just smolder out on its own, or
There's smoke coming out of the stack, and I would like you to reduce that as quickly as possible.
okay? We'll try to just choke off oxygen as much as possible to it.
Top 2.
Okay. Yeah, unplug all the lines. Yeah, mainly if we don't do this line, it'll be done. So I could
look at it?
put on. Yeah, absolutely. So this was an oil feed line.
Gotcha.
Keep the turbos oiled, and then they drain back through this cast iron line into this drum. So the fresh air goes through that brass ball valve, cycles through both turbos, and then runs down here and shoves all that oxygen into the base of the fire.
What is the end goal? You're just trying to get it as hot as possible, or as
Yeah,
fast as possible?
I mean, it serves no purpose other than just some redneck fun. But
I mean, the idea is there. Where did it fail first? I guess was
the actual turbine wheels that are spinning inside the turbo that's pumping all the air,
so you just
they kind of
poor quality turbine,
explode.
or what's
it was a turbo
cheap
setup
off
that
eBay?
it was one that was pulled off of a truck to not be good enough to run on a truck anymore. But I thought I still could get enough life out of it to run it for this. It felt good. It felt
Probably the
good.
reason I pulled it off the truck.
Yeah.
All right.
It ripped for like 5 seconds. It was like.
Oh, it was so much fun for 5 seconds. But so that's the gist
Well,
of it.
that's cool. It's an interesting project.
Okay, folks, we're going to give you a little glimpse into your future because I have these 3 giant matching turbos to upgrade the burn barrel with. There's a gallon jug for reference, so these babies are huge. They're going to flow like 10 times as much air as those little 6.4 turbos we were messing with. So I'm thinking we make this burn barrel with the triple giant turbos my 100,000 subscriber celebration, because we are creeping up on that. So if you're not subscribed, help a brother out. Get me to 100K, and I'll build this burn barrel with the 3 turbos, and we'll let it rip with no restrictions, because hopefully they'll run long enough and the barrel will glow red hot enough to where the pressures may be enough to explode the whole thing. So that's what I'm hoping for. We'll go out to the desert this time, be surrounded by sand, and this will work out good. Now I do think I need to revise my oiling system, because the transfer pump I used to be using isn't really supplying a lot of pressure. It's more designed for volume. So if you guys have any ideas for a better oiling system, let me know in the comments, because I'm about to just run an engine next to these turbos and supply oil to them off the oil pressure of the engine. But now I think we'll go check out those 6.4 turbos and see how much carnage we're actually dealing with there. Digging into these turbos now. Just chop this stack off. How's this get looking? Ooh. Oh dear. Yeah, it's not going to spin very well anymore. It'll even come out. Let's see if I can pry this thing out. Took off this V-band. Let's see if we can get this guy off. Yeah, so just completely sheared that shaft. See the rest of it wiggling in there. Toasted. Alrighty folks, we have an interesting development in our situation. Obviously that first turbo was completely shot, but the second turbo spins super freely, no play in the shaft. It's a solid little turbo still. So I welded the stack back on it, and I don't actually have to change any of the plumbing to just run it on the single turbo. So that makes it really easy for us to potentially take it out real quick for another little run. So I'll make you guys a deal. If this video gets 5,000 likes, we'll take this thing back out to the desert this time. Fire up the burn barrel, just run it on this single turbo, but it seems healthy enough that it'll run for a little bit. So then I'll hop in the truck and do those donuts while it's running like I tried to tell you guys about earlier. All right, deal? 5,000 likes on this video and we'll do that. 100K subscribers, get me there, and we'll do the giant triple turbo setup. So see you guys there.